Nowadays, everyone can have a stylish home.
Oh, wow!
It doesn't have to cost a fortune.
This is like maximalist overload.
Anyone can turn boring into beautiful.
Wow.
Using paint to create the wow factor
Oh my God.
and decoration to completely transform your rooms. I know, I'm Sophie Robinson. As an interior designer, I have been in thousands of homes and they all have the potential to be stylish. In this programme, we make amazing transformations
Never had so many men in the house.
and we give you the ideas,
Look how this shifts the mural.
tips and tricks,
This is where you find out the power of paint.
do's and don'ts,
It's very comfy, but Martin, it is extremely ugly.
inspirations
Oh my God! Ah! Wow!
and encouragement
Scream if you want to go faster. That looks great.
to give your home its very own style and personality.
Oh my gosh, it's so exotic.
Welcome to Dream Home Makeovers.
It's just dazzling.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm home to stay.
In this programme, two people who totally clash on their dream home style.
What I'm trying to do as a designer is conjure up a vision for you. But then I'm like, monkey heads and zebra prints.
What £500 can do to your bedroom in just one weekend.
Oh my God.
Plus expert advice on whether designer paint is worth the money and how to paint perfect straight lines.
Voila.
Lovely.
Employment specialist Anna and compliance officer Peter got married 2 years ago. They moved from a one-bedroom flat in London to this 3-bed in rural Hertfordshire during lockdown.
It came as a blessing actually because we were both working from home and then moving somewhere that had so much space was really good.
They enjoy entertaining and have £18,000 of their own money to contribute to making over their open-plan living and dining space.
We are looking for something that's quite unique, something that everyone would say wow to, something that's got some colour and can make us feel really proud of our home.
They both love travel and love animals, but are nowhere near on the same page when it comes to design. Anna used to work in the theatre and has a taste for the dramatic.
We really do like animals. We even had 2 alpacas at our wedding. We were thinking maybe we can incorporate the animals somewhere, and I was looking at a zebra print wallpaper and having like an animal come out of the fireplace or something.
Wow.
Peter is a compliance officer and his ideas run more to calm, all-white interiors.
Maybe a plain wall with some interesting decor.
We don't always agree straight away.
But if they're compromising downstairs between Anna's wild and theatrical ideas and Peter's more conservative tastes, upstairs Anna can have free rein, turning one of their 3 bedrooms into her very own dressing room.
I'd like to be able to sit down and just feel like it's my space.
Blending 2 very different styles is always tricky, but I'm really intrigued to meet this couple with diametrically opposing visions of what their dream home is going to look like.
Welcome.
Hi Sophie, welcome.
Peter, so nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you as well.
And I can see you've already got stuck in and done quite a lot already.
Yes.
We have made a start.
Wow, what a space. How does it feel? Are you feeling slightly overwhelmed with everything that's
Yeah,
gonna
a little
happen?
bit.
Yeah.
You a bit
We
rubbish?
need you.
How are you going to use this space?
This will be our social space where we'll entertain our guests, our friends and family.
Already, that dictates what we do in here. This isn't just a place for you to
Yeah,
chill out and kind of
definitely,
retreat away.
But that's part of it as well.
Okay, so it needs to be a bit flexible.
Yeah.
So a living dining space for both entertaining and chilling together. But Peter wants something more.
A bar?
Hey, like that idea. What, literally like a pub?
That'd be fun.
Don't encourage him.
Cocktail bar, Anna. Should we
That'd
go
be
with a
nice,
cocktail
yeah.
bar? I love the idea of a cocktail bar.
And it looks like they're considering colour schemes already. That's a good sign.
You guys have already started thinking what you'll replace the magnolia with.
Yes.
We liked these 2 together.
Oh,
Thought it was quite a nice
Yeah, like the tobacco and the kind of
Yeah.
smoky navy. OK, let's forget about the budget constraints, the house you're in. Dream home, what's it got in it? What does it look like?
The sleek lines, quite modern.
I thought it was zebra print monkey heads and pink ceilings.
Well, we haven't ruled that out yet, have we?
OK, this is not a good sign. My designer alarm bells are ringing loud.
So on one level, it's calm, it's pared back, it's understated.
With a monkey head.
You are going to have to help me out here, because what I'm trying to do as a designer is conjure up a vision for you that is going to get that feeling of you want. But then I'm like, monkey heads and zebra prints.
Anna and Peter have completely opposite style visions. One full of quirky character, the other cool and classic. Opposites attract in love, but you need common ground in interior design.
So what I am not clear with is what your style is. I want you to really start to dig deep. Maybe consider, were there places that you went on holiday that you loved? Why did you like them? Any hotels or restaurants or shops or places that you walk in, the ones that you think, yeah, this feels right. Unpick that a little bit more. Peter wants white walls, and Anna's keen to explore some quirky and wild design ideas. I have really got my work cut out with these two in order to discover what is going to be the look and the style that both of them are going to love.
Figuring out a style that's right for you can be tricky, but it's the first and most important step to achieving a home you're going to be happy with for years to come. The obvious places to look for interior inspiration are online. Places like Instagram and Pinterest will keep you entranced for hours. But I'd recommend going beyond the trends and discover your own unique sense of style. Do you love a relaxed vibe and nostalgic charm? The cosy blend of old and new in this farmhouse-style kitchen may be for you. But if you prefer raw, unpolished materials and exposed architectural elements, this industrial bedroom may be more up your street. Or if you're after something more glamorous, this bohemian-style bedroom may be more to your speed. Whichever look you opt for, my advice is to always follow your heart over fashion. After all, you're the one that's got to live with it. In Brighton, A, who runs her own vegan food business, and Josh, who is a scenic set painter for films and TV dramas, live in a Victorian terrace with their children Edie and Nelson.
We've been together 18 years and we met in a Tex-Mex restaurant in Brighton. I was the cocktail barman and A was a waitress.
We bought this house 10 years ago and actually it was in really good state when we bought it. We haven't done huge amounts.
No.
But after a decade of busy family life, the home is showing signs of wear and tear.
So things have just been put off and put off. And...
having kids, keeping busy, and so I think we've got to a point where we absolutely have to do some of those jobs.
Yeah.
A and Josh are saving for an extension, but they really want to breathe new life into their old master bedroom. So here's the twist. They only have £500 and are too busy with work to spare more than one weekend. That's an interesting challenge.
The bedroom's a nice size, lots and lots of lights.
But it just needs something to bring it together.
Yeah, it's a good space, but it's lacking style, really. Yeah.
We've got the same furniture that we've had for years. Nothing's really changed in there for quite a long time.
Josh works with colours as a set painter and likes modern art and street graffiti. And he and A are fans of colour in their house.
I think we both like quite bold colours.
We do love a pink. We're not afraid of dark colours either, though.
No, nice strong colours as well. A mixture together of rich tones and maybe some nice softer tones together.
Balance it out.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they like colour. £500 just about covers paint for this room. But a lot can be done with just paint.
We're hoping that Sophie's going to be able to make a big impact in the bedroom without spending too much money.
This is my smallest budget to date, but I never back away from a challenge. I'm facing one of my toughest challenges, designing for a couple with dramatically different style ideas for their new dream home.
I thought it was zebra print, monkey heads and pink ceilings.
Well, we haven't ruled that out yet, have we?
Weeks after I met them in Hertfordshire, employment specialist Anna and compliance officer Peter are still stuck for makeover ideas for their new home. So I've decided on some shock therapy. I'm bringing them to a place in my hometown of Brighton that I'm confident won't fail to make an impression. Sometimes seeing an interior with lots going on is the best way of finding out what you like, because you can't help but have a reaction. and you don't get more of a sensory overload than in the fabulous interior of my favourite local haunt. Wow.
So you can see why it's right up my street, can't you? It's all the colour, all the pattern. It's a real maximalist interior. You get that wow as soon as you walk in.
A little bit of sparkle as well, like the light bouncing.
Actually, there's a lot of really clever lighting going on in here to make sure that all the elements really twinkle and sparkle and sing.
So Anna's picked out the lighting.
How about these for textures? You've got the leather, you've got the studwork detail, you've got the marble.
You can just almost feel them as you see them. I quite like the straight lines, so the lights, things that are straight.
Anna loves glitz and glamour, but she's zoning in on the straight lines here. Interesting.
There's a lot going on in here because there's obviously this highly patterned wallpaper. It's like a mural, isn't it, in the background?
Yeah.
And then on top of that has been layered artwork and mirrors. And for me personally, that gives me all the squeals.
Equally surprising, it's the patterned wallpaper that catches plain white walls Peter's eye.
I like the walls, but how can we incorporate a similar style? I wouldn't want that all over the wall, but I've always said potentially.
Potentially
Yes.
bits of pattern.
Yeah.
Or are you up for pushing it and going a bit maximalist, Peter? Are we going to...
We're swapping.
Maybe more so in the bar area, create a mini bar of the ivy. I think that will be fantastic. And then I'm thinking the dining space, the tables when they match the shape of the seating, then maybe a little bit more toned down.
As you get towards the living area?
Yeah.
So like turning down the volume
Yeah.
of the pattern and the colour as you go through the space materials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that idea. Party end, chill out end.
And what about Anna?
Which way are you pulling? Are you maximalist or are you minimalist?
Neither. Somewhere in the middle, I think.
We're in the middle.
So a more cohesive.
So more cohesive and restrained than we've seen today.
I think there's one overarching style in particular here that will appeal to both Anna's wish for a bold and eye-catching look and Peter's more pared-back tastes, and that's Art Deco. The style with eye-catching geometric patterns and bold colours that became the fashionable interiors look in the 1920s and 30s. To achieve a lavish yet elegant Art Deco design, you just need to follow a few simple rules. Aim for high visual impact, from bold geometric patterns to contrasting colours to lavish textures. In this living room, bold painted walls, glossy mirrored furniture and accessories are striking alongside the soft velvet chair and textured rug. Contrast your colour palette, whether that's classic deco black and white, or saturated colours like teal or emerald green set off by high shine metallics, like this classic black and white deco inspired bathroom with polished chrome details. When it comes to furniture, choose statement pieces with clean lines and streamlined shapes, like this mirror or a fabulous bar cart. And when it comes to accessorising, apply some restraint. However, a few well-chosen, highly decorative accessories will pull the look together and add that flamboyant twist, like these gold accessories in this living room.
I do feel that Sophie has really listened to us and really captured what we're looking for.
It's amazing seeing the ivy, and it was completely not what I expected, but it was really, really good to get some ideas and see how they managed to get this amazing look and how it all comes together. So hopefully we'll be able to recreate that in our house.
I'm heading to the other side of Brighton to meet busy vegan food business owner A and TV and film set painter Josh, who can only manage one weekend and a tight £500 budget to transform their master bedroom. But they're not letting that dampen their enthusiasm.
It would be great to push ourselves out of the sort of boundaries of what we would normally pick and just be a little bit out of comfort zone.
Luckily, pushing people out of their comfort zone to create a fabulous design scheme is what I do best.
Hi, lovely to see you.
Come in.
Oh, this is a wonderful room. It's a really good size. It's really sunny.
Yep, lots of light.
And it's really tidy. Is it always like this?
No, it's never this tidy.
So constantly moving things around, noticing that there's lots of shoes on the floor because I'm guessing they haven't got room to go in the wardrobe.
Always
Yours.
lots of shoes.
It needs a bit of sorting out.
But this is a brilliant space to work with, and I think you've got everything you need. You've got all your fitted storage in already. You've got some nice pieces of furniture. So What's the requirements?
I guess it's just to tie it together.
It needs pulling together.
Yeah.
The bed feels a bit frugal.
Yeah, maybe a new headboard
Something
or
needs to
something like
happen,
that.
doesn't it?
I just feel we need to elevate this whole area here.
It's a bit blank, isn't it?
Yeah. To bring this room up to date, what do you think that's going to entail? Is it bringing a new colour?
Not afraid of colour.
Quite a modern look, rather
think
than
quite
looking to
modern,
the
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
And we need to turn down on this clutter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A and Josh want to keep their spend to a minimum. So I have an instantly achievable and rather clever idea that I hope will be right up their street.
If we're having to be really frugal with the budget, we can create a lot of visual change just with paint. Colour blocking is a really easy way to do that.
Colour blocking uses 2 or more solid colours to create a striking yet simple look. And while this trend may have started on the catwalk, it's also a brilliant interior design tactic. The graphic mix of brightly coloured walls, furniture and flooring injects this dining room with playful personality. Colour blocking is not about using subtle complementary shades, so for best results, combine unexpected colours such as the pink tiles against the green walls in this bathroom, or the rich red walls and deep blue sofa in this living room. Any type of fabric, item of furniture, walls and even accessories can come in bold colours. But in order to keep a tight rein on Josh and A's £500 budget, we are going to be using paint as our main design feature.
I'm talking about clever use of colour in a fun and experimental way.
There's a fashionable colour I love, but will they?
Lilac, which is achingly cool at the moment.
Lilac.
And more of a soft emerald green tones, moving through to peppermint colours.
I would never have chosen lilac, but I can imagine that it would look amazing. Lilac.
My theory is, when the budget's tight, go hard on colour for maximum impact. So I'm going to put their full £500 and spend it on paint. But Josh is a professional film and TV set decorator, so I'd better come up with something pretty special.
Weeks after meeting employment specialist Anna and compliance officer Peter, I have finally come up with a design for their new Hertfordshire home.
The challenge with Anna and Peter all along has been helping them figure out what is their sense of style. What is it that they actually like? But since our trip to the Ivy, we've really been able to distill what it is that they really want from this space. So I'm going to conjure up a modern take on Art Deco. So we're going to see some lovely modern geometric prints. We're going to see these on furnishings and blinds and fabrics. The geometrics bring some sense of liveliness and pattern, but not too much. I'm going to indulge Anna's favourite colour, which is this teal, which we're going to roll out on the walls. This is such a gorgeous colour, really deep, warm blue, especially when you combine it with gold. The cool blues and the gold just sing next to one another. So plenty of kind of gilt Art Deco detailing, and how about this? I'm going to go all out with a gilt gold ceiling. And then when it comes to Anna's dressing room, do you know what? I'm going to pass the reins over to Anna and see if she can unleash, finally, her wild side. Anna, Peter, hi, how are you?
Welcome.
Now, listen, I can see you've done absolutely loads since I was last here, but there's just a few decisions yet to make.
The first job on the list is to firm up a plan for Anna's dressing room, which she wants to do for under £3,000.
What are your plans for this room?
We've agreed on a wardrobe here.
Fitted wall to wall?
Yeah.
And Anna has chosen some gloriously over-the-top wallpaper.
This is like maximalist overload. Do you need a lie down? This is sort of seeing Anna's wild side, isn't it? I mean, we've got like a full-on jungle mural going in here.
Yep.
Yeah, you up for it?
Yeah.
So no sofa bed in here?
No, I'm committing to having a dressing room.
I love that Anna's dedicating the whole space to her dressing room. It's a great use of a tiny box room. The fabulous wallpaper is soon transforming Anna's dressing room into a palmed paradise without being too overbearing. And downstairs, the bar area has been painted in a beautiful teal colour, bringing with it both warmth and drama. And tying these open plan zones together, my team are bringing my specially designed fitted banquette seating into the dining area.
Got it? Yeah?
by any means necessary.
Hope they don't drop it. Brought half the garden in with it. So how does that feel to see that come in?
Amazing. I can't get over how big it is.
Yeah, technically too big to fit in the house, but aside from that, this is maximum commitment now.
At just over £3,000, this built-in bench seating has eaten a pretty big chunk of Anna and Peter's £18,000 budget. But for a couple who love nothing more than entertaining, I think it's going to be money very well spent.
Wow.
Sure you got enough seats for everyone?
I don't know if we've got that many friends.
Yeah, this is more than adequate to sit all your extended family around, isn't it?
Definitely.
I think, personally, it's looking rather fabulous.
Yeah, I love it.
Over in Brighton, with vegan food producer A and set painter Josh, I'm ready to get going with their bedroom refresh. And with their busy schedules and tight £500 budget, I've pledged to get this room done, start to finish, in just one weekend.
What do you do when you've set aside just £500 to completely revamp your bedroom? Well, you're going to have to go hard on colour and use paint to its best advantage. There is a huge trend in interiors right now called colour blocking. It's all over social media. If you don't know what it is, well, you've all heard of feature walls, right? This is where you just take one wall, paint it a bold colour. Well, we've moved on from there. You could paint the whole room in a bold colour. Well, guess what? We've moved on from that too. And we're now taking paint, starting in the middle of the wall, wrapping it round the corner. We might even take it over the ceiling. We're creating shapes, circles, arches, pill shapes, cubes, overlapping colour to essentially create a fully immersive mural, shapes that tessellate like a jigsaw, and the effect is mesmerising.
I am really surprised by how much Sophie has planned to do in one weekend. So yeah, it will just be a miracle really if it gets done.
With £500 to spend, paint is king. Designer Barbara Romani is drawing the shapes on the walls that the decorators will paint in with different colours.
Barbara, how you doing?
Hey.
This is looking great. The whole room's just been whited out.
Yes. What we're going to do here is we're going to start with the lilac, and then once that colour has dried, we're going to overlap the colours with the darker shades.
They're ready to go. Oh, I'm dying to see this colour. Oh, God, that is strong, isn't it?
The second colour is emerald green, and professional set painter Josh is here casting over his expert eye.
So, Barbara, is this quite stressful, painting and decorating in front of the ultimate professional?
Very. I feel like I really want to hand this over to you, Joe.
Yeah, you did a wonderful job.
He's not looking so keen, is he?
I like the way you're putting the same colour onto the woodwork and the wall as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the idea with this mural, is that the paint just flows right over the top of any of the architectural details. We kind of ignore all of those and just wrap the paint all the way around. So it'll be interesting to see. This looks like one block of colour here, but what we're not seeing yet is this actually wraps around here, and then a blue that is going to go here is going to wrap around there and then up. So this isn't just one wall, it's all wrapping around onto the next piece.
The decorators are making stellar progress with the painting in the bedroom. Even some of the third colour, a sumptuous navy, has made its way onto the woodwork. Outside, carpenter Steve is putting together a fabulous display unit to show off Josh's epic collection of trainers. The paint needs time to fully dry overnight. At the end of day one, even I have to admit, it looks a bit odd. But homeowner A is keen to take a quick peek.
Ah!
What do you think?
Okay, there's a lot going on.
The paint literally is going on every inch of this room. It's going on the ceilings, the walls, outside the wardrobes and inside too.
It's a lot of colour.
Yes.
I won't lie, it was a bit in the face.
It's like, what have we done?
It's quite full on. But yeah, I mean, it's all going to come together in the end. We're hoping.
It may look like a mess now, but tomorrow will be a different story.
I'm really excited because the masking tape is coming out tomorrow, and this is where the decorators are going to get this really clean, super sharp line around all those blocks of colour, and this is how we're really going to make this mural work. It's all about these lovely blocks of colour next to one another, but also celebrating the kind of sharpness.
In Hertfordshire, employment specialist Anna and compliance officer Peter want a space for entertaining in their new 1960s house, but they have quite different tastes. Upstairs, Anna has free rein in her dressing room, and she's finally letting her wild side out. Downstairs, in view of Peter's more conservative tastes, my modern spin on Art Deco needs to show some restraint, while I'm going full-on glitz and glamour at the far end of the room. The bar area is getting a daring gold ceiling, with skilled artist Daniel Bland applying a special adhesive called gilding size. Once the glue's gone tacky, we can start applying the delicate gold leaf. Meanwhile, I've had a brainwave inspired by their love of alpacas and Daniel's fine art skills.
Anna, Peter?
Yeah.
Got an idea.
Okay.
Be afraid.
Let us know.
Be very afraid. So Daniel's also like an expert sign writer.
Oh.
And I was wondering if we could maybe get like a little phrase, maybe above the door or something along the lines of, you bring the wine, alpaca the gin. What do you think?
Anna loves a pun.
Okay, fun.
But first, the whole ceiling is being given a glittering gold treatment. Artist Daniel is using imitation gold transfer leaf, a very thin foil that's applied to adhesive using transfer paper. This is a premium finish with materials clocking in at just over £100, available from specialist art suppliers. Using gold emulsion paint is more affordable, but let's see how Peter gets on with his sheets at 35p each.
Ooh, this is exciting. You're going to let these guys have a go?
I think we have to, don't we? We'll give them a bit of a crash course.
Okay, no pressure, guys. Who's going first?
Sounds like I am.
Got it? So, there we go. Yeah, so if you just line it up that top corner there.
Never seen you
Yeah,
concentrate so hard.
One down.
Probably about another 300 to go, which would take months at Peter's pace.
Lovely effort, guys, but I'm thinking maybe we should leave it to the professionals.
I think that's a good idea.
Thank you for your help.
Back in Brighton, we're halfway through my weekend transformation with vegan food business owner A and set painter Josh's bedroom. And to be honest, this is probably one of those situations where it looks worse before it looks better. I'm going for a fashionable colour block look, and it's for designer Barbara and decorator Ian to sharpen those lines.
What we need to do is put the masking tape on the lilac side and then paint up to the masking tape so that we get that clean, sharp line.
OK, no problem.
Yes.
The paint has dried overnight, so it's ready to get crisp edges using masking tape and a spirit level.
Oh, this is beginning to look the nuts, isn't it? Oh, it's really coming together.
Take in that nice, sharp line.
Is that how satisfying is
Yeah,
that?
really satisfying, actually.
You plan this out quite meticulously using your software.
But you don't need to. I mean, quite simply, you could draw out one of your walls on a bit of paper and sketch out where you think the lines are going to be on the wall, and then look at your wall and just start going for it.
So you could get back to basics with paper and colouring in
Yeah,
paint.
you can. You don't need to be too precious about it.
I'd almost be in here with my pencil thinking, yeah, I'll do that bit blue.
Sketch it out, but use some masking tape, Sophie. That's how this works. Don't, come on, don't do this to me.
No wobbly lines.
No wobbly lines.
Downstairs, more masking tape and straight lines. Remember, we are on a tight budget. Josh is upcycling an old sideboard, painting stripes across the doors. As a professional TV and film set painter, I'm hoping for some tricks of the trade.
Oh, that's a nice little roller.
Ah,
Oh, I like that size one. Expert masking. Is this your handiwork?
it is, yep.
What can happen, you get this little bleed underneath this tape. It can give a slightly jaggedy line.
That's right, exactly. We've got a little tip. Once you put the masking tape on, if you put on a water-based matte glaze over the masking tape and the area you're going to paint, the glaze forms a seal between the masking tape and the surface you're going to paint on.
Yeah.
So once it's dry, you don't get any bleed.
Before I agree whether this is a good tip or not, I really want to see it. Oh, yes, that does work. It's proper cool.
There you go. Voila.
Oh, lovely.
With the clock running down on this 2-day transformation, the colour blocks are still being painted. We're installing floating bedside tables that we've made and the display unit for Josh's trainers. I've promised A and Josh a beautiful new bedroom by the end of the weekend, and I am determined to deliver. I love using designer paints, but I often get asked, is it okay to match designer paint colours to more affordable colour mixing paint systems? I know many people love the colours of designer brands, but are looking at ways to shave on the budget. So I say consider two things. First, paint companies manufacture their paints in different ways, using a unique blend of ingredients which all affect the final colour. Brands that mix paint to colour match will never be able to replicate the exact same colour, just something close to it. Designer paint brands often use more natural pigments which can affect the complexity and intensity of the colour. They also suggest that you build up the colour intensity across different coats, including tinted primers designed to work together. Second, some designer paint brands work hard to create a matte and chalky finish. So it's not just the colour that might be affected by colour matching, but the finish of the painted surface and how that plays with the light. If the choice of a particular paint colour is going to be vital to the whole design's success, you may feel it's worth the investment. Choosing a colour and committing it to all the walls is always going to have a big part to play in how your home looks, but only you can decide if it's worth it. Over in Anna and Peter's new 1960s house in Hertfordshire, we are making progress with their modern Art Deco-inspired makeover. A glamorous bar is at the far end, next to a sociable dining living area.
Hey!
In the sitting area, we're hanging decadent patterned wallpaper alongside bespoke fitted storage. And the bar's gold ceiling is causing excitement rather than fear.
Raining gold.
As the gold leaf is rubbed down, you can start to see it reflecting the rich teal colour on the walls. The alpaca inscription is being painted, and I'm working artist Daniel hard. He's hand-painting a mural for the bar too. In the dining area, I'm adding more Art Deco-style glamour with a glazed panel on the wall next to the table, using bronzed mirror tiles at £2.59 each that shimmer with the light. And I've got an idea for creating more Art Deco designs.
I kind of caught the gold leafing bug. How about we gold leaf these really plain glass dishes and make them into a fabulous Art Deco fruit bowl for the dining table?
Brilliant idea.
Brilliant. So we've got gold leaf size. This is like a slow drying glue, so just like slap it on and make sure it's just a good, even coverage. And it's really helpful because it's cloudy and it'll dry clear, and that's when we'll know it's ready.
Once tacky, it's time to start applying the gold leaf, which, if using imitation gold, can cost under £10 a pack, which is more than enough for our 2 bowls.
Unlike with your ceiling, where you're using a loose leaf, which is better for when you're doing 3D objects, you just plop it on, and then with a brush. Oh my gosh, I am secretly feeling like I'm winning here. That is going on really well, isn't it? Do you want to have a go?
Can you gild anything with this?
As long as you've got consent, I think you can gild whatever you like. You can gold leaf anything decorative. Obviously, you wouldn't want to gold leaf plates and glasses because
then you
you
can't
wouldn't be
use
able
them.
to wash them.
Finally, we remove the excess with a soft brush.
Are you ready for a ta-da moment?
Okay.
Right, ta-da!
Wow.
A coat of varnish and our glass bowls have been transformed into Art Deco ornaments.
Well, there we go. I think we're done.
Brilliant. Thanks for the tutorial.
In Brighton, it's Sunday night, and the final finishing touches are being made to A and Josh's budget 2-day bedroom transformation. Finally, just after 9 p.m, it's looking absolutely perfect.
Oh my God! Wow.
Before, this bedroom had oodles of natural light, but was seriously lacking in style. Josh's trainer collection had burst out of the wardrobe and onto the floor. It looked bare, tired, and unloved. But now, the bold colour block mural, which spans every surface from ceiling to skirting boards and upcycled vintage furniture, has turned this room into a feast for the eyes.
This is your bedroom. We've done this, only just done it in a weekend.
It's such a transformation.
It's a big difference.
It doesn't even
isn't
feel like our house, does it?
No.
It feels like we've
It's like
walked
a
into
completely
someone
different
else's house. I love it. I actually love it. So much to take in.
Have you noticed the trainer tower?
The trainer tower. I think it's wonderful. I think it's great. I love it. It's better than on the floor, and it's great that it's floating.
Yeah,
Think they'll stay there, eh?
Yeah, you know what, they can.
And then I really want to show you this. The cool thing is, look how this kind of like shifts the mural.
Wow.
I really love
That's
that.
amazing.
And then it kind of like
Yeah.
beautifully,
I love it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love
that's
that
a
little
bit-
detail.
This masterpiece of a bedroom came in at a pretty reasonable £500 in materials, admittedly not including labour, and was completed in just 2 days. On top of that, I splashed out on a pair of wall lights at £69 each, and some cushions and a throw to update the bed.
Are you quite surprised that this has been achieved in a weekend?
I mean, from what we saw this morning to this is incredible.
Can't wait to be here.
And so on that note, I think it's time for me to give you your room back.
It's an incredible turnaround, really, from Saturday morning to Sunday night, and we've got an incredible bedroom.
The colour choices, nothing like we would have picked ourselves, but it looks great.
Well, what an amazing result. We set ourselves the task of completely transforming A and Josh's bedroom in just a weekend. And I think we absolutely smashed it. And here's the headline: with just 3 tins of paint and a bold vision, you can completely reinvent a space.
In Hertfordshire, we've had slightly more time and money for Peter and Anna's deco-inspired makeover. While Peter and I add the finishing touches downstairs, Anna is upstairs putting her stamp on the dressing room. And I can't wait to see how she's done.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome to my dressing room.
Before, this room was little more than a white box with chip plaster and bare windows. But now, the fabulous wallpaper takes centre stage, with the large-scale pattern drawing the eye in and even making this small room feel larger. A wall of mirrored wardrobes reflects the pattern all around, creating an immersive feeling.
What's it feel like to have a makeup table?
I can't wait to use it. Maybe it'll make me look forward to getting up in the morning now.
Well, I know, if I was walking in here first thing in the morning, it'd give me a boost
Exactly.
for sure. Peter, what do you think of this room?
I think it's fabulous.
It is, it's good, isn't it? You're going to want one too, aren't you?
A little bit.
But this is just the beginning. Downstairs, even more decadence awaits.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
You can see from our big smiles.
Before, Anna and Peter's open-plan living dining room was a sea of magnolia blandness. But now they have conquered their fear of colour and pattern, and I have helped them create 3 distinct spaces that all tie beautifully into their modern Art Deco theme. A magnificent cocktail bar, inspired by their restaurant visit, is brought to life with a gold ceiling, hand-painted mural, and roaring 20s inspired furniture. Anna and Peter wanted plenty of room for friends and family, and the banquette dining area provides an intimate, entertaining space. While the glazed wall panel visually doubles the space and adds that wow factor. In the living room, the chimney breast has been wrapped in an opulent fan detail wallpaper. The curved motifs carry on throughout the furniture, and there are gold accents everywhere, from the accessories to the lighting.
Isn't this so successful?
Yeah.
Look at all the additional seating that we've got here for family and friends when you have those fabulous parties.
I can't believe how many people we can actually get in here. And knowing what the space was like before is just inspired.
The lighting has a lot to play for in here as well, because with these knock-through spaces, you end up with this area that doesn't have any natural light, but it doesn't feel dark in here. In fact, it feels magical because we've got the pendant lights and that amazing wash of light from the strip lighting. And then from the dining area, of course, saving the best till last, the bar area.
The bar.
Wow. Look at this.
Look at this.
This is a bit more like it, isn't it? Isn't this a fun room?
Yeah.
Are you pleased?
Definitely.
Yeah, we absolutely love it. It just ticks all of our boxes. We just love this fabulous mural that you will not see anywhere else.
A gold ceiling.
Gold ceiling.
Who has a gold ceiling? We do.
We do now.
And we love this beautiful sign.
I think that's so good. You bring the tonic, I'll have the gin. I'm just rewinding a bit because I remember when you first reached out and asked for my help, there were monkeys, even a zebra head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you remember it. And then when I finally arrived and met you, it was like, actually, I don't think I like that. But actually, I think, you know, we've been a bit of a journey. We've got inspired, I got you back on track, and I think this is what I'm talking about. It's gold, it's glitz, it's fun, and it kind of says party, doesn't it? And you've even got your fabulous cocktail cabinet, your own drink mixing station. That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
We can't wait to actually use this space now.
And on that note, I popped a chilled one in here earlier. Let's christen this bar, shall we?
Shall we?
Hey! Cheers!
Cheers!
Here's to you and your fabulous, classy new home.
Anna and Peter's unique take on Art Deco is a triumph, not least because it works for both of them.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh my God, this is where I live. Can't wait to actually come down the stairs tomorrow morning. I don't think it's going to feel like my house.
Anna always wanted that wow factor every day. To be honest, I didn't really know what that really meant, but now I'm really saying wow every moment. It looks amazing.
To say that Anna and Peter have been on a design journey is an understatement. It took a lot of digging to discover what's the vibe, what's the feel of the space. And I think we've ended up with a scheme that feels way more classier, really sophisticated than I think even they were expecting.
I can't wait until people see our house now, and I'm going to feel so proud when people come through the door and be able to enjoy themselves in our amazing space.